today. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Green Bay Packers taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in really scuffling. Losers of 7 of their last 8 games.
And they've been an underachieving team, but they do have some pretty good pieces in place. Let's see if they can use some of the younger guys and make themselves better.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. Offensively for Carolina, Teddy Bridgewater will be at the controls, the talented quarterback out of Louisville.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
And Bridgewater able to get this complete to Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina!
Bridgewater's pass.
Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
To try here for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now we see the Packers coming out, their first drive on offense, and at the helm, as always, their 8-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 16th season now, Aaron Rodgers.
Just 3 weeks of games left in the NFL regular season. What's it going to take for him to win the MVP? What's it going to take?
Whatever it is, if he wants to strengthen that candidacy, no time like the present.
And let me tell you what I think. Not only does he have to play the clean game, no picks, things of that nature, he has to have at least one significant play that we'll talk about all next week. That'll really give him a higher profile.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And all the way down to the 35.
That's good.
It's a big play that time for the Packers. 42 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
That's good.
A very solid gain of 27. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 18 carries, 92 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
A 7-yard pick.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. A About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 2.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 12 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench to tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On second down, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Panthers.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers 34. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Packers 7.
Now a first down carry by Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams.
Rodgers pass.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
1st and 10 at the 23.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Slant to Adams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago. We still have more than a half of football to play. It's a first down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the result of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Robbie Anderson.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 50-yard line.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
At the Packers' 17-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And again, it's Bridgewater. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Come on, dog!
I think you'd agree that. Looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, McCaffrey, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. It got his man complete.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
The Packers. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 81 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This time they stay on the ground. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Mitchell Trubisky. From there, let's get to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Odell Beckham, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they've gone to the half with the lead over the visiting Bills. Drew Lock, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
At the 22-yard
Incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
intended for.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's another Packers first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Rodgers pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
The tackle by Yetur.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jamal Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Christian Kirksey.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Pass complete to Chris Manhurst.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. To throw, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing, Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
An 8-yard pick.
They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Adrian Amos on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Bridgewater. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Loss of a yard. Brings up.
Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They get the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 28.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second
from the 31. Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams.
Davante Adams. That's good for a Green Bay Packer. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, it's Jones.
Aaron Jones.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Rodgers to throw on second down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Rodgers looking to throw on third and 2. And Adams has it complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Again, it's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. He's got Adams on the hookup. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So second and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
It would be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is
Ain't
loose.
doing nothing.
And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Bridgewater.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll throw again. Bridgewater.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. Fourth down now. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. And Charles, he's already north of 300 yards in this game.
And while watching him work, I just keep coming back to what a magic number that is. We've almost made it routine, haven't we? 300 yards, wow, what a great day. We don't understand what goes into that. And today, he's taking advantage of every opportunity, and he's being very precise throwing the football.
Some highlights to show for his efforts. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's good.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Slant to Adams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Crosby for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 79 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Panthers.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
It's now
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fighting through, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. K'Wan Short. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Brings up 3rd.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a